Hello everyone, welcome to Tutorials in Hand. In this video tutorial we are going to see how to write a program in Python to reverse a list. So we will be basically given a list and we have to reverse it. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. So first of all, let's say we have a list of marks and now our agenda of this video is to reverse it. That is, we should get the output screen stating 72, 91, 55, 39, 98, 56 and 78, right? So the technique that we are going to use in this is called something slicing. So it is one of the most famous technique in Python to basically reverse a list or a string. So first of all, let's see how exactly the syntax of slicing looks like. So in that we have to first of all give the list onto which we have to perform slicing. Then it accepts three parameters. Okay, so those are firstly it's called start and then it's called stop and then is the step. So start basically represents the index from where we have to start. Stop basically represents the index, but one thing that it basically represents the index at which we have to stop -1. Okay, the reason being it takes a value -1 means it moves up to the position excluding this value. Okay, and the step represent the number of iteration that we have to take or the calculation that we have to perform in order to move to the next value. So let me give you an example so that we can understand it. So over here, let's say that if we want to apply slicing onto this list, okay, so what we are going to do, we'll simply write marks and then the first parameter is start. So let's say if we want to start from this position itself, so let's write 0. And now what we want is we want to provide a stop position, so let it be 3. So this basically means that we are telling to stop till 3, but what I told that the last position is excluded, so it will move to up to 2 itself. Okay, now it is telling to give the number of steps that we have performed. Let's write 1. So by this what I mean is that we want the value first value to be 0, then plus 1, so it will be 1, then again plus 1, then plus 1 would be 2, and again plus 1 would be 3, but 3 won't be considered because it is moving out of the limit, right? Because it will take up to 2 itself. Now let's print it and see if the things are working. And here you can see that 78, 56 and 98 got printed. Let's check. So 78 was at 0 position, it got printed, then yeah, it's correct. Again 1 also, second also. So this is how we can iterate through it basically. Now let's see something interesting. Now let's say we increase our limit and let's give the limit to be 5. Now instead of doing 1, what we are doing is we are writing 2. Then what will happen, then the first value will be again 0, but the second would be not 1. Why? Because it will be 0 plus 2. Okay, so it will be 2. Third would be what? 2 plus 2, which would be 4. What would be the fourth one? So it would be 4 plus 2, which is 6, but it is obviously moving out of the limit, so it won't move to that position. So our output should look like this, like 78, then 1 2, that is 98, and then 55. Let's see. And here you can see that the same we got. Now let's again do something interesting. Now let's try to move in the backward direction. So let's write 5. Now how can we expect that we can move in the backward direction? So we can expect to move in the backward direction only when we will get 4. So how can we get 4? So if we perform -1, right, then we will get what? We will get 3, and then we'll get 2 and then 1, right? Now we won't get 0. Why? Because this part would be excluded. So let's run it, and here you can see that we are getting till this position. Now let's see if we wanted to get 0 as well, then what we will do, we will remove this. So if we are putting the default value then and here -1 is there, then it will move to till the 0th index as well. And let's run it and see this is happening. So the same thing, same logic we will apply, and that is what we are going to do. Let's have again a list called reversed list, and in that list we are performing marks, and from where we have to start till the last position. So what's the last position? So it's 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? And till the first position, that is till 0th index we have to run. So we'll remove this or we'll simply omit the second one and we'll write -1. Okay, one more interesting fact we can do, and that is we can remove the first one as well. And if the third one is -1, then only Python will understand that yeah, we are talking to move from the last position to the first position in the reverse order. Now let's print it and let's see it working. Let's clear the terminal, and here you can see that it eventually reversed the list that we were looking out for. I hope you understood how we made use of slicing in Python, and this is how we can write a program in Python to reverse a list. So this was all about the video. Thank you.